Hello, I'm going to show you how I get a perfect moist turkey every time. I have my turkey already set in my pan, and I am going to use some fresh butter that I made myself, and I have fresh sage leaves. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is thank you. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to stick my hand in between the skin and the meat of the turkey and kind of separate it, and then I'm going to stick the butter and the sage leaves in between that. My turkey, and I already kind of did that, but I wanted to show you how my hand is definitely in between that skin and the meat of the turkey. So now I'm going to go ahead and add, and you can do that even with, you can reach under there and you can start pulling it out from the legs too, as you can see, and you're going to do that. So here is a shot of that butter underneath the turkey skin. I do recommend butter over margarine, and if you do use the butter, you want it to soften so you can squish it all in there. And I use a long handled spoon and just kind of push it into the corners, as you can see. And so now I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing with the sage. I'm going to stick leaves throughout that. So here's a shot of my turkey with the sage leaves underneath, and you can see the darker color, the green, sticking out. You can make nice little patterns with this and make it all real pretty it up. I have also used bay leaves instead of sage leaves. Sage and bay leaves both leave a really nice flavor on the turkey meat, and so I highly recommend both of these. Now, one of the other things that I'm going to go ahead and do is stick my wings underneath the turkey. This is going to help keep them moist and not burn. So here's a shot of the turkey with the wings tucked underneath, and as you can see, they're just kind of tucked right underneath there, and it wasn't real hard to do at all. And so the next thing that I'm going to do that helps keep my turkey moist is I cover my turkey. I have found that this is the best way to have a moist turkey. And another thing that I have heard, and I have tried this before, is you want to flip your turkey upside down so that the white meat is facing the bottom. This does help keep your white meat moist. I've done it before, but right now I have found that leaving it upside right and covering it does pretty much the same thing. So I want my whole turkey moist. I don't just want part of it moist. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to cover it. This is about a 12-pound turkey, so I'm going to cook it probably about just around 3 hours, and then I'm going to uncover it, and then I'm going to let it brown for probably about 25 minutes. So here we go. My oven is at 325, and we're going to cook it for between 2.5 to 3 hours. Here's a quick shot of my turkey. It's actually been about 3 hours and 20 minutes, and I wanted you to see I just uncovered it, and it's not done yet. But you can see now that it's still kind of pale looking with a few little brown spots. But we're going to stick this back in the oven for 15 to 25 minutes. And after 15 minutes, you do want to watch it carefully. So we're going to brown our turkey now. So here is my turkey. This was 20 minutes after I took off the foil, and you can see it's a nice brown. I could have let it go longer to get some of this a little bit browner, but I decided I wanted this was enough. You can see those sage leaves are really coming through, and there you go. And I will show you that this turkey is still nice and moist. So here I made my first cut, and you can see, I don't know if my camera can pick up the moisture while still, you can see some of the juice kind of dripping out of it a little bit. Right down here where, so that turkey's still real nice and moist. So here's this piece of turkey that I was showing you. This is my first cut. That's a top layer. You can see that's right there from that turkey. And I wanted you to be able to see that there is a lot of moisture in that, being from a top piece. And something else that I wanted to mention to you, you can see that I don't have a whole lot of liquid. This is just the natural juices from the turkey and what little butter I added to it. And I did not have to babysit this turkey at all. I didn't baste it, it's because I covered it. And so this has worked very, very well for me, and I have yet to have a dry turkey. So thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them. I'll get to you as soon as I can. Thank you.